Hey Leute, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Das letzte Mal sind wir stehen geblieben, nachdem wir erneut in die Katakomben, the Waterway.
That looks like a tough...
The sewers. It's always the sewers. I'm betting that's the monster we need to take care of. Looks like a gigantic crocodile. Seems pretty vicious too, and this area doesn't have very good footing either. We need to make sure we're fully prepared before we engage it. This is our position to put our combat links to test fee. Right.
A worthy adversary.
Analyzing enemy attack.
Go!
So.
Arcus! Leave it to me! Go! Laura!
Understood.
Eat that!
Hey! Of course. Ta! Off guard.
Gotcha!
Yeah!
Komm noch mal näher. Nein. Jetzt halt. Egal.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant Blade Dance!
Here we go!
Das Ding hat überlebt.
Go!
I'll back you up.
Ganz was Neues.
Right!
Vielleicht den Vorwärts haben wir reingegeben.
Right. Let's go.
Gotcha! Too slow! Go!
Right. Now. Freeze.
Nochmal.
Right! Leave it to me! Now!
An opening!
Jetzt auch
My
mal
turn.
sehen.
My turn! Now!
Gotcha!
Now.
Gotcha! Go!
Es geht.
Leave it to me! Now!
An opening!
And that is that too.
I did it!
Done.
Phew, we did it just. Fee? Why don't we high-fived each other? It's hard to believe that not even 24 hours ago you two still weren't getting along. Two of you really make an amazing team though. If the two of you coordinating your attacks, I don't think anything stands a chance against us. Well, the monster clearly had the advantage as far as brute strength is concerned. If we didn't have superior numbers, I doubt we would have emerged victorious. Yep, we've still got room for improvement. The thought of you two getting any stronger is kind of terrifying. What's wrong? Nothing much. Just seeing those two got me thinking that I'm going to need to strengthen my own resolve soon too. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it for now. Anyway, we ought to get back and give our report. Very well then. Yep. Okay, das ist ein Kino. Da ist die Karte. Ich finde es immer noch blöd, dass wir keinen Aal bekommen haben. Das sollte aber hier
A
sein.
challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
No. We're going in die falsche Richtung.
A worthy adversary.
My turn.
Here we go!
Gib mir auf die Nerven.
Leave it to me!
Of course. Ta!
I want me Irene Scream Nuke back. Bring das.
Right. Let's go.
Gotcha!
Hätte ich gewusst, die Kinder.
It's my turn!
Of course.
My turn! It's my turn! Alright, let's keep...
All right.
Bye-bye. Und erstes. Da ist weiter. Something the matter? Oh, I didn't notice this before, but does anyone else feel a slight breeze in this area? Wait. This way. You think this is like the passage we found yesterday? So there's a secret passage here too. If so, I imagine it probably opens like the last one did. Maybe this leads to somewhere else in the capital then. No way to know for sure until we open it. I suspected as much. I wonder where this leads. It's hard to be sure. We lose our sense of distance and location traveling underground like this. But if I had to guess, I'd say we're heading in the direction of... Maybe there's an exit close by. Alright, let's try and make our way outside. Yep.
We have nothing to...
Kiss Stiggy down.
Right!
Here we go! Go!
I'll back you up!
It's my turn!
Of course.
Zero Arts hatte ich jetzt im Kino.
Now! Green!
Leave it to me! Go! That's that.
Speed. AP Charge 1.
A dangerous foe.
This looks tough. Careful!
My turn.
It's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Right.
Like always.
Right.
Don't so much damn. Oh, you so much. God damn it, Reen.
Right.
My turn.
Right!
I don't want to heal him. It's also not. I should have healed him. I should have healed him. I should
Of
have
course.
healed him because now my healer is just. This is,
You still have a lot of...
God damn it, Reen. God damn it, Celestial Bomb. Sehr schön. Ugh, wenn man das Heilen heilen muss, ne.
Ha!
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight!
Here we go. It's my turn.
Right. Ta!
My turn!
Ich hab noch. Why am I
Focus
going breath
activate.
und nicht breath?
You have my
Thanks.
things.
My turn. It's my turn. All right, let's keep.
Warum hab ich sie mal reingegeben? Ja, habe ich. Okay.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight!
Go. Leave it to me.
Crocodiles.
Of course.
Go. Right.
Of course. Ta!
Don't need to.
My turn!
My turn. It's my
Don't
turn.
need to use my square. They're dead anyway. So, hier lang. Und wir haben noch eine Truhe da oben und eine Heilung.
Sick. Enemy sighted. Let's take them out.
My turn!
My turn.
I really don't hope we have the boss
Of course.
fight.
Leave it to me. Too slow.
Gah!
My turn!
My turn.
Of course. Hey!
Right.
Bam.
My turn.
So, jetzt wohl.
We'll cut off.
Jesus. Hoch die Leiter.
Oh,
what a nice looking treasure chest.
Ja, La Forte. Sehr schön. Sehr schön. La Forte ist nicht schlecht.
Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Ha! Ha! Say!
Thank you. Oh, okay. Hey, isn't this... the old district? We seem to have emerged in the Ost district. Ost is old. Machias' home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. The network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. Was that? That must be a chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, it's time the cathedral's bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over the Song district, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. What? You mean Machias? You're inviting us into your home? They decided to grab some fish and chips to go from a nearby pub. With the meal in hand, they headed to Machias' home and to enjoy lunch with a good cup of coffee. Ah, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yeah, this pub's supposed to be pretty well known for the fish and chips. I admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still bad in wartime rations, though. What food isn't? The coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice, rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah, it looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then he gets a chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax back here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. That does sound like something you could see Governor Regnitz saying. He seems like quite a respectful man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries, as I said, my father and I are commoners, through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this home. Alright. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy, relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this, but considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about, until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall, though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple, and Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice, and the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. But they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. "But I told her," he said. "I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?" After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was, how wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Always mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more, or...
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Yes.
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Ultimate shot. Sehr schön. Als craft. Well, lunchtime is over. It must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. I would have thought preparation for that would have started way before now. The summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animism does seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much as in Roar or Crossbow, though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the Imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. So your arc is ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? This is Class 7, Group A, Irene Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Irene. This is Carl Regnitz. Governor Regnitz? Dad? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use our Arcus communication functionality in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes, now it's really fine. We actually just left your home. Marcus invited us in for coffee. Did he now? I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I like them. It was top-notch brew, alright. With all that's been going on, it was so nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. But I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem in our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one of the additional tasks for me. An extra task? We can do that, sure, but what exactly is it you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at a jeweler's in the Garnier district. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jeweler submitted a report to the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to the Garnier district at once. Alright, then I'll leave this in the matter in your hand. I mean, wir können uns denken, who the burglar is. Nah. What was all that about? Whatever it was, he seemed perplexed. Wait till you hear this. Reen explained in particular of Governor Regnit's addition to the group. So the jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit as well as a message addressed to us. Weird. Though thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of déjà vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to Garnier district and find out what happened. We all know who this is. We and the others members of the Group A paid a short visit to Hamleport to report the monster extermination. After doing so, they boarded the tram to the Garnier district.